Just want to say, hey guys, it's Klaus. Hey, if you watched the video yesterday, you got to see Tier 6, 7, and 8 light tank action. And this is kind of a continuation. We're moving on to Tier 9. And we had a little bit of a discussion yesterday on what the hell is the role of a light tank these days. You're just another tank. And is it better to just play a medium tank of the same tier? Well, my opinion was, in the lower tiers, where you're more often bottom tier, I don't know if a light tank is, like, what's the point? Why not just play a medium tank of the same tier and get the same matchmaking and have an easier time when you're bottom tier? And I thought the whole, not getting into the whole discussion all over again, in case you watched yesterday and already heard it, I think when you get to Tier 9 is when the sweet spot, you've hit the sweet spot for light tanks. Now, I am not the greatest, and what I've done here is I just played one game in Tier 6, 7, 8, and then Tier 9 in my favorite light tanks. And whatever happens in that game, I'm going to show you. And I showed you Tier 6, 7, and 8 yesterday, and now we've moved to Tier 9. I'm in the T54 lightweight. And I think it's when you get to Tier 9 that you can really start dominating games in your light tanks, especially if you're top tier. But it so happens in this game, I am not top tier. I'm in a Tier 10 game. So this is about as bad as it gets for a Tier 9 light tank. And you notice I didn't rush up there to quote-unquote spot, because I think the word spotting and light tanks now doesn't really matter. It's not really what you have to do, because there's the way the matchmaking works. If you're bottom tier, there's a lot of tanks on the enemy team that can out-detect you. So trying to quote-unquote be the spotter is just, that's the old way. Right? This is the new way. The new way is to be selfish and just play the tank however the hell you want to play it. You are not the team spotter. Now maybe if you're in a Tier 6 light tank and you end up in a Tier 8 game, yeah, okay, maybe your role is to go try and spot. But when you get to the higher tiers, or when you are top tier, take all that you know about, oh, you're a light tank, you should spot, try and light the targets for your teammates to shoot. Fuck that. Your teammates can go light the targets for themselves. You play the tank however the hell you want. And I'm playing the T54 lightweight. And I'm not rushing up because I'm fragile compared to these Tier 10s. If I was top tier with Tier 8s and 7s, yeah, I would rush up. But I'm not, so I'm letting my teammates do the spotting, and I'm farming damage in my light tank, because that's how it works now. You can just be selfish and play it however the hell you want. I'm trying to help this E50 here, and I'm taking support shots. I'm in the back providing support fire in my light tank because I have no advantage in detecting any of the enemies, and I have a huge disadvantage in bouncing shots. Right? So I'm going to sit back here until I know what's going on the battlefield, till I see the way the game shapes up, till I look at the red dots. There's a lot of them in the center of the city there. Once I get a good feel for where all the red dots are, then I can plan my attack. If I just drive out at the beginning of the game when I don't know where the enemies are, I could run into 3 or 4 Tier 10 mediums. And then, what's the point being a light tank if you're dead in the first 15 seconds? But now I know, after counting the red dots, that this T55A is probably alone, so I'm going to help this E50, and I will do what a light tank should here. I'm going to flank this guy and get behind him and hope my E50 helps. Now I'm going to shoot him up the ass, and I have confidence in this E50. I know if this guy turns around to fight me, this E50 will shoot him. I've watched him play. I've seen him take shots, so I know he is not a Muppet, and I went and helped him. And now let's just finish this off and ram a medium tank with the light tank. Yeah, and now that I see what's happening on the map, even though we are losing, I can see where the red dots are, so I know where to go. At the beginning of the game, when nobody's lit, I do not know where the red dots are, and I do not know where the best place to go is. So now I do know that if I drive in this direction, I can come up behind someone else and shoot another guy up the ass, right? That's the strength of a light tank now, is you're fast and you can see where the enemies are and make your move. At least that's the way I do it. And yeah, it's selfish, but that's because now you can be top tier or almost top tier in a light tank. And here's a tortoise. He's going to get one shot at me, and I'm going to try and get, oh, he might get 2 shots at me. I'm going to do a little switcheroo and get behind him and shoot him up the ass. Because in a light tank, when you're top or close to top tier, you're fast, you've got maneuverability, that's your strength, so you can drive behind people easily and shoot them up the ass. Onishtola! I think that's what that means in Russian. Now, guys, I'm serious here. The whole role of a light tank has changed. If you for 1 second think that I should have went and quote-unquote did some spotting for the team in this game, well, then don't play light tanks, because you're going to die and you're going to hate them. Now, there are some maps that you can move up quickly and spot for the team and have epic games, but, you know, play the light tank however the hell you want, because it's just another tank. It's not a spotter, quote-unquote spotter. All right, let's look at the last game here. This is probably the hardest Tier 9 light tank to play these days. The RU-251. And what's going to happen with matchmaking in this game? Let's have a look here. Oh, look at this. Hallelujah. I am top tier. I get to fight tier 8s and 7s in my tier 9 light tank. And look at this. There's a guy in the enemy team, an AMX 1375. A bottom tier, tier 7 light tank. Like, what the hell is he even going to do? What's the point? You're playing a tier 7 light tank and you're matchmake against a tier 9 light tank on the enemy team. Like, okay, so now I'm top tier. I am going to be aggressive. I've got HE loaded. This thing gets a great HE round, and I'm going to get control of the top of this hill. Here we go. Nobody up here. Holy shit! There's a T-49 up here. How the hell did that guy get up here already? My gun is, and my turret, everything is destroyed. I have to take this guy out. I have HE loaded. I'm shooting a light tank. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's take a shot. Oh, we did 40 damage because HE fucking sucks sometimes. Let's try and take this guy out. Okay, that was a good roll. He shot me again, and he low rolled because HE fucking sucks sometimes, and I've taken him out. Oh yeah, HE, the troll ammunition in this game, but now we have taken out their top tier light. I've given away almost all my HP. And that was just a one-on-one fight there on top of the hill, and the RU-251 has prevailed. So now I should have an epic game, right? And screw this freaking HE bullshit getting trolled with low rolls. I'm loading the heat, and I'm going to try and make this game worth it now that I'm almost dead. And having control of the top of the hill here is so important. Let's see if I can get some shots on some unsuspecting guys that have forgotten that I am up here. Now, there's a point that you know, to winning the hill. You don't just win the hill and say, oh, I'm on the hill, GG. You have to actually do something after you do it. And the first thing to do is take out that T-44. Okay, so now I'm up here. Let's see if I can have a great game in my top tier light tank. I'm not spotting. I'm not the quote-unquote spotter. I am the damage dealer. I am top tier in my light tank. My job is to do damage. So I'm going to move around here and try and take shots. All right, let's try and get it. No shot on you. Can I get a shot on this guy? I probably don't have the gun depression. All right, there's 3 targets over here. Who am I going? Oh, there's 4 targets over here. I know what's going on now. They're going to move up, aren't they? Let's just sit right here. Oh, no, wait. There's another guy. I'm being pretty indecisive, but I want to make sure I make my shots count. Okay, let's shoot this guy. Auto aim and take a shot. Yeah, you didn't expect that, did you? Oh, look, another unsuspecting guy over here. Let's just poke this side. Auto aim. There you go. How do you like that? Huh? Der game fight is you, the Panzerum. I'm a higher tier light tank than you are. Oh, these guys are making a push. I'm going to try and get some side shots here. I'm spamming the heat like there's no tomorrow in this game. Let's do it. Okay. Oh, look at this. It's beautiful. Track him. Oh, I didn't track him. Okay, I've got to track this guy. This is beautiful. Let me see your track wheel. There it is. And now we're going to spam heat unnecessarily on your track wheel and farm damage because I'm too stupid to press 1 and go back to regular ammo. I just plain forgot. But look at this. I love it. A Swedish TD who has moved out of his element. And now, the top tier light tank. Oh, this is beautiful. Beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love it, I tell ya. Gegnerfaska ausgescheißet. It means in German, you're probably pretty pissed off that you moved up there, aren't you? All right, let's try and get one more kill here. Let's try and get some damage. Get behind this guy. And oh! Well, my teammate decided it'd be a better idea to shoot me than the enemy. And team kill me. And what the hell was he even aiming at? Was there anyone for him to even aim at where I was? Oh well, victory! Victory is what you get. And top tier light tank finishes on top. And my opinion now for light tanks, guys, is just play them selfishly. Do whatever you want in them. Do not think that you are the quote-unquote spotter. If they're lower tier tanks that have worse guns than you on your team, let them spot for you. If you think you can get to great positions like I did in this game, then be aggressive. Forget that you're in a light tank. Just you are in a tank and play it however the hell you want. Don't worry about the map pingers. Don't worry about the people in chat. If you want to spot, if you think it would help the team to spot, then spot. If you want to let your team spot for you, then let them spot for you. Because if you're going to get the same matchmaking as a medium tank and a heavy tank and an SPG, then they can all go fuck themselves. You can play your light tank however the hell you want.